Well, good evening. Good evening. I'm so used to being in a gymnasium at nighttime. Good afternoon from the gym here at JCC, where the NBC Watertown stream team is bringing you girls high school basketball today. My name's Connor Lalone. Joining me, sitting directly to my left, is Ron Rockwood. Zach Zabriskie on the camera for us today. Just the three-man crew, but it should be a really, really good matchup between the Indian River Warriors and the General Brown Lions. Two powerhouses of girls basketball here in recent years in upstate New York. And we're underway with a good fight for the jump ball. General Brown's going to end up with it and start with the basketball. Peckham on the near side, dishes back up top, gets it right back. Molly Peckham driving in, dishing out, cutting into the lane, throwing it up with the right hand. Good 2 points. Early basket for Casey Little.
Good solid offense there. Moved the ball around, everybody touched it, finally took it to the basket. That's good offensive set.
Speaking of good offensive sets, Indian River gets the ball to Lamora down low. Good look for her. Doesn't get it to fall. You have to figure they'll look to do that a lot. Get the ball to Allie Lamora down low. They've got a pretty decent height advantage. Travel going to be whistled against General Brown.
General Brown's certainly not afraid to push it right off the bat here. She went 1-on-3 to the basket. Time to change her mind. She couldn't put the brakes on.
Well, I only saw them the once last year, Ron, and it was here at JCC during the Frontier League Championships.
Yeah.
And I thought the same thing. They were so crisp at those full court passes, something that, especially in a girls' game, is really difficult for them to do sometimes. And General Brown just looks so solid. Davis underneath. Gets her own rebound and then gets the second chance to fall. Bella Davis. That's the first couple of points for Indian River. And we're all tied up at 2. 6.5 to go in quarter number 1.
Pretty clear the game plan for Indian River. They're pumping the ball inside as soon as they can.
Cutting to the basket and drawing the foul. Brooke Wiley, she'll head to the line for 2.
These teams know each other pretty well, and they're kind of ready for each other. These are basically the top 2 teams in the Frontier League. A couple close games last year against each other, and expecting another great one today.
Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Davis. Fight for it underneath. Jump ball. So Tryon got involved with Davis underneath. Jump whistled. Indian River will keep possession. No, exactly right. 2 very good teams here in upstate New York. General Brown 4-1 on the year. Indian River 6-0. They went 22-3 and 20-3 last year. Malone's 3 off the right of the iron. Marcel couldn't quite save it from going out of bounds.
And they can put on that full court press.
Seen that a lot from a lot of different schools this year.
So third girls game I've had the opportunity to call, and we've seen quite a bit of full court press really in every game.
Nearly worked that time, but General Brown able to get the ball over half court and settle things down a little bit. Peckham dished off to Little. She's got the ball handed off now, and that's Wiley. Good look underneath. Davis got a hand on it and then came off of, I believe, her foot and out of bounds. General Brown will keep possession.
7 on the shot clock. Gonna set something up quick here.
Wiley looking to inbound against Marcel. Gets it inbounds. Peckham dished up top. Little. Got to get a shot off. They do. Oh. Too strong from Peckham. Fight for it underneath.
Ooh. Cheap one there.
Here, Lalone came away with a rebound. Like you said, not really a foul they had to commit, but looks like the first against Tryon. 3-2 to score. Marcel. Lalone to Lamora in the post. Good feed underneath. A little bit too much on the pass to handle for Kira Lalone, but Indian River will keep the ball. Marcel up top, driving in. Pass deflected, and it's going to go out of bounds. General Brown will force the turnover, yep.
Good defense on both ends of the court.
3-2, the score. Just a couple of buckets, one for either team, and one shot from the free throw line for General Brown. That's the difference in the game.
Nice pass.
Really good ball movement to find Ferris underneath. And again, just couldn't get the basket to fall. This one's going to go out of bounds. It's a 3 official crew tonight. Tonight, again, this afternoon. Here at JCC. Just a really good spot to watch a basketball game.
That'd be a thrill for the girls, I would think, too. Get to play on a college campus mid-season.
Another steal for the Lions, taken away by Little. Over here on this near side, Tryon and a Ferris in the post.
There's a triple. Bang! Nice shot.
One rattled around and fell in. Casey Little adds 3 and doubles General Brown's point total.
I don't think anybody on either team has even looked at a 3 yet, let alone launched one, and she was ready and she buried it.
Well, I'm not exactly certain, but Larry Gallup called an official's timeout there. Went over to the scorer's table and made something clear. Just not clear to me. I'm not sure what it was, but back under play. Lalone over to the far side. That's Dellis into the game. Missed everything in the 3. Trying to answer back.
Looking up ahead.
Like we said, General Brown with some great full court passing. That one blocked, but they're going to whistle, I believe, a foul, or did they just say out of bounds?
I think she called a foul. Let's see.
I thought she did too. She did. I'll go against Michaela Dellis. Be her first. Just came into the game.
A lot of ball, but she didn't argue the call.
We could hear it from up here, the smack of the ball, but too much of the player as well. First free throw, no good. Lane violation on the second free throw.
Well, decent foul, I guess you'd say. They prevented the layup and ended up with no points.
Marcel will carry for Indian River, trailing by 4. Marcel right into the paint, got it to Davis actually, and she's going to draw the foul.
General Brown, at least to this point, played some really good defense on the inside in the paint.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier the size advantage. Lamora's barely had a touch of the ball in that first possession.
Right off the bat, they fed it inside, and they've really done a good job fronting her. The only time she's touching the ball is out on near the foul line, running the offense through her.
Kira Lalone went up with a shot. That might have been blocked, and then a good fake in the post. Couldn't get the shot to fall.
Stole it back.
Peckham, but got it right back. Great hustle, determination from General Brown so far in this game.
There's
Long
a triple.
3.
Bang!
Madeline Ferris from beyond the arc. General Brown starting to feel it. Shooting touch there. All of a sudden, 9-2 is the score. Lalone out to Dellis. Davis driving in. And foul on the floors. Davis drove in against Little and drew the foul. Dellis, Marcel, Davis got to the inside, got it to Lamora. Allie Lamora couldn't get it to fall, and it's rebounded by General Brown, taken away by Molly Peckham. Here come the Lions the other way. Good dish into the corner from Ferris. She has it back. Free throw line jumper, no good.
It's a good look
for Leah Ferris. Lamora in the post against Ferris. Shot blocked, no foul. Good feed to find Ellie Lamora underneath.
Almost like they heard you say she hadn't gotten many touches. The last 2 possessions, she's gotten it right under the basket.
Well, just the 2 points so far for Indian River. as we're ticking down. 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lamora adds one from the line. She's got one more coming up as well. Second, no good from Lamora, off to the left side. Rebounded by Ferris, and a long pass down the court.
Oh, nice look.
Good feed underneath. Dellis got a hand on that one, and it was taken underneath the basket by Lamora. Jump ball whistle. Jenna Brown's done that twice now. Not able to get the offensive rebound, but able to force a jump ball. So this time they will get the basketball right underneath the Indian River basket.
Oh.
And that one thrown right to.
She expected the cut, and the girl didn't cut. Oh, they come back and get the steal.
Michaela Dellis came away with a steal, and then Jenna Brown gets one of their own. That one
threw it away.
Thrown high and over the head of Little, who was the intended recipient. Ferris.
Just a little sloppy here in the last 30 seconds. It's been such a crisp game, not a ton of scoring, but good passing, good set offense, and then just a couple of sloppy plays here late in the quarter.
Marcel thought about the three, instead kicked it out to this near side. Got it back. Raven Marcel lost the handle.
Gotta call
carried.
carry. Yep.
Wasn't sure if Larry Gallo was going to call a carry or out of bounds. Or Lamora got a hand on it, able to save it in bounds, but taken away by General Brown. Just nobody else up the court with Lamora there. She forced the steal.
Somebody should be open. Triple again? Nope.
Nope. Little passed it up. Drove in. Kickball. I wasn't sure what it was. I was trying to listen and see if I could hear either Lefevre or Gallo, but kick. General Brown basketball. Pass nearly jumped by Dellis. Good ball movement from the Lions, but it's all outside the arc so far. Running out of time on the shot clock. Good look for Ferris underneath. Doesn't get it to fall, and then the shot clock violation.
Oh, wow.
And that second shot, it was off in time, just didn't hit the rim.
No, all air.
9-3, minutes ago in the first quarter. Good defensive battle between these two teams. Marcel and Lamora, good cut into the paint, and one.
And that's got her a little fired up.
Well, that was a good set play. You could tell Lamora just kind of rolled off into the paint. Like you said, still had a lot of work to do.
Yeah. They've done a really good job fronting her. She's worked for everything she's gotten.
Lamora gets the bucket to fall. Dellis will take a seat, presumably for the last minute of the first quarter. She's replaced by Breedlin Malone, who's guarding the ball carrier Casey Little. Now back up top, Brooke Wiley. Madeline Ferris jumps, and here's Bella Davis in transition. Gets it to fall with the right hand. 1 point game, 9-8, 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Brooke Wiley trying to push the tempo, but she's guarded tightly by Raven Marcel. Little, mid-range jumper no good. Fight for it underneath, that's going to go out of bounds. And Lamora got the last touch, so General Brown will keep the ball. Shot clock turned off with 18.4 to go. Ball went all the way into the hallway down there by the locker rooms over on the other side of the gymnasium. The one open door over there. Ferris handed off. Peckham back to Ferris. Thought about the three, guarded by Lamora. Into the corner, Little bound to Ferris in the post.
There's
time running down. Three rattles in. Molly Peckham. General Brown shooting the ball well. Marcel's going to get one off before the end of the first quarter.
Nice little spurt there by Indian River to get cut it to 9-8, and then they gave up that triple right near the gun to end the first quarter.
Really good defense in the first quarter, like you said, right up until Oh, a minute and a half, 2 minutes to go. Indian River only had 2 or 3 points. So good 40-second stretch there to put some points on the board, cut it to 1, and then a big 3 for Molly Peckham right at the end of the first quarter.
Mentioned early, looked like General Brown was working hard to get the ball inside, driving, and in the end, 9 of their 12 points came from beyond the arc. They had 3 triples. Good balance.
Well, I wondered if that might be the way this one went, just because of the way Indian River has some size down low. Yeah. Davis and Lamora. General Brown going to have to rely on their guard play, and it's been good so far.
Yeah, and if they keep shooting like that, that's going to at least create some space inside. They're still going to have to deal with the size advantage of Indian River, but at least have a little more space because the guards can't back off them. I'm really impressed, honestly, with the General Brown defense. They've made Lamora work very hard. And the guards just really haven't had many open looks. I don't know that Indian River, I believe, took 1 3-point shot in that entire quarter. Just good, solid defense from the Lions. See if they can keep it up.
Start of the second quarter, 12-8 the score in favor of General Brown, who's technically the visiting team here at JCC. Lalone skipped to Dellis on the near side, found Davis underneath. She's guarded by Ferris. Davis spinning around, dished out, had a good look for a split second, but closed down quickly. It was Kira Lalone. Now she's going to take the shot. No good. Fight for it underneath. Marcel got a hand on it twice, and then
nice
tipped to Lamora. Ellie Lamora, mid-range jumper. Used the glass. You could tell she meant it.
The touch pass was nice.
Really good fight for Marcel to get a hand on that twice to keep it alive, and then Lalone with a touch pass right to Lamora underneath. 12-10. Ferris with a good screen. Now going to get it back from Tryon. Driving against Lamora. A hand on it from Kira Lalone, taken away. And here comes Marcel. Has a couple of players ahead of her. Opts for Lalone. She's bumped from behind. No call.
That was clean, I think.
And it'll be Indian River ball.
I think that's a good no call. You just had girls running down the court. They happened to bump.
I don't disagree with you, but
it's hard to see somebody go down and not make a call, but
there are a good amount of vocal Indian River supporters sitting kind of directly around us. Davis from the corner. No good. Rattling around. Lamora comes up with it.
Just went up and took it away.
Dellis from the other corner. No good. Davis tipped it out. Team rebound. Lamora came up with it. In and out. Somehow stayed out, and Ferris comes away with it for General Brown.
Starting to see that size advantage now.
Wiley.
Another triple.
Fight for it, and saved by Marcel somehow. Heads up play to realize she still had her dribble too. Lamora. Fight for it. It's going to come off of Allie Lamora last and out of play.
Almost like to see Indian River. I know clearly they're trying to get it to Lamora, but if somebody else can make a drive, they're waiting for that pass. They almost know the other players are just going to try to feed her the ball. They keep knocking it away. Somebody else can just do something to draw some of that attention.
Long three, no good from Peckham. Offensive rebound.
Bang!
And that one is
triple.
Good. Brooke Wiley gets one to fall.
4 threes.
15-10. Just under 5 minutes to go. Skip pass for Marcel. Lamora in the post. Tripled there. Dellis on the far side is open. That one too strong. Marcel came up with a rebound. Tried to throw it back up. Couldn't get it to fall. Up against the much taller Leah Ferris. And General Brown comes the other way with Brooke Wiley. Wiley out to this near side for Peckham. Gets it back.
Oh,
Wiley
looked away.
On the wrong page. Tried to find Little. Little was turning the other way. Goes straight out of bounds.
A couple of those possessions they've given away early. Hopefully don't. It's early, but you don't want to see that come back to haunt them. One thing to get a steal, but to just throw it away.
Marcel. Dellis from the corner. Still trying to find the range. She does.
Finally hit one.
2-point game, 15-13. Dellis is that kind of player. Can definitely hurt you from beyond the arc. Hasn't looked super dialed in just yet, but that one was on the money. Peckham.
Yeah. I think she intended all along to stop the foul line. She got there and realized the lane was open. Just that split second of indecision cost her a travel.
Back to a 2-point game after the three-pointer from Dellis. Davis trying to hit one of her own. Can't get it to fall. Good box out.
Absolutely.
By Leah Ferris to prevent Lamora from getting in any position there and having a chance for the rebound. Ferris handed off for Wiley. Brooke Wiley, good screen from Ferris.
Nice
looking
look.
underneath, good feed. Can't get the shot to fall. Really good set play for Casey Little underneath the basket. Davis trying to avoid the over and back. She did. Got it back. Now Marcel. Davis. Dellis. Skip.
Likes that one-hand pass.
And that one, again, Indian River just not connecting. Similar to a couple plays ago for General Brown. Good inbounds play. Ferris had it poked away, but comes up with it. Got the shot fake, got it to roll in. Good move from Leah Ferris underneath. Got Dellis to jump and able to get the basket. 17-13. Marcel picked up her dribble, gets it to Lamora. Lamora driving in against two players. Foul on the floor.
She does not hesitate. She gets the ball in her hand. She is going to the bucket.
First foul for Peckham. Marcel has Dellis. Better pass, and I think she would have pulled that three. That one too high from Davis, taken away. Here comes Brooke Wiley the other way. Up top. Wiley gets it back from Madeline Ferris. Onto the near side. That's Tryon. Her shot no good. Fight for it underneath. It's going to go out of bounds.
I agree. That's the right call. Again, the Indian River crowd doesn't like it. But Sanford got the not Sanford. Marcel got the last touch.
Peckham. Wiley.
Triple.
That one will end up going out of bounds. Indian River crowd is a little antsy over here. Down by 4 with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Lamora.
Boy, she might have walked under there. Yep, she did. She's starting to show some frustration. They've done a really good job defensively with her.
Well, you can tell General Brown knows how dangerous she can be, and they've done a really good job of playing.
Yep. They're going to make somebody else beat them. Not that they're leaving girls open, but they're going to make sure she earns every point she gets.
Wiley.
Doubles, couple triples.
Driving in, now dishing out. Fake the three. Shot from the free throw line, no good, but foul whistled. They're going to get Marcel on that one.
First one good. See if she can convert both. Leads back up to 5.
Rebound.
Offensive rebound. Nice.
For Ferris, she faked the three, drove in, dish back out. Now cutting into the basket. Molly Peckham high and up off the top of the backboard, out of bounds.
I think she lost the handle on the way up.
Two minutes and 40 seconds to go. 5-point game, 18-13, favor of General Brown. Lalone's going to take the three. No good. Rebounded by Brooke Wiley. And Wiley trying to push the tempo a little bit.
Open triple.
Good look for Little, too strong. Missed everything, will go out of bounds. General Brown slowing down from beyond the arc just a little bit here in the second, well, the later half of the second quarter. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Davis in the corner, under pressure. Gets it away to Marcel. Mid-range shot. No good. Lamora came from nowhere. Got a hand on it. Couldn't get the rebound, but did enough, and then got it to Kira Lalone, who was fouled on her shot attempt.
Starting to send a couple more bodies inside to help out Lamora on the boards. Paid off that time.
Couple of changes for General Brown. Peckham will check out. Olivia Cross comes in. Second free throw from Malone, no good. She's going to get her own rebound. And eventually comes out to Marcel. Davis in the corner for Lamora. Lamora.
Triple team, now just a double. And she, look, solid. She just puts the ball up on the rim.
Got her own rebound. Created a second chance opportunity for herself. Ferris.
Nice.
Mid-range jumper.
Decided not to take it in to Lamora and shot it up over. Nice shot.
20-16, minute and a half to go in the first half of play. Lamora, Marcel. Lalone.
Back in, here we go.
Bounce pass for Lamora, gets it right back. Lalone goes to the basket. Threw a lot of contact, couldn't get it to fall, no whistle. Not suggesting there should have been one, just that there wasn't. Ferris into the corner for Little. Cross now. Picked up her dribble at the free throw line. Ferris kick ball, I believe. Yep. I'm not sure. All the games we've done this year, Ron, I don't think I've seen a kick called until today, and now I've seen it twice.
Yep.
So
better get it in.
Wiley does just barely get it in, and then goes out of bounds. They'll keep the ball, Jenner Brown. Under a minute to go now in the first half. 4-point lead for the Lions. Leah Ferris in the post, turning, spinning.
Undaunted by Lamora. Right
getting it to fall. 22-16. Lamora. Good pass to find Davis, and then her shot altered enough that it didn't fall through. Ferris taken away. Kira Lalone.
She telegraphed that one.
Kira Lalone looked around, realized didn't really have anybody up there with her. And Casey Little thought she drew the charge. They're going to get her for the block instead.
Call really could have gone either way. I feel like Dellis initiated the contact, but the defender was on the move. So, smart basketball.
Second from the line, no good. But Lamora comes up with the offensive rebound, turns, uses the glass, gets it to fall. A lot of force on that shot off the glass.
She gets the ball there. It's just about a lock for two. I think they would hold for the last shot here. 3-point lead. Maybe they can get loose for a three-pointer.
Cross, mid-range. Use the glass, no good. Fight for it underneath. Comes out Marcel. She's got about 4 seconds. Raven Marcel, time running down. Gets one up.
She walked.
She traveled.
I believe. Yep. He called a travel into the half. Good half of basketball. I feel like Jenna Brown has shot the ball very well. You haven't seen a ton of that inside power that we've expected from Indian River, and yet it's a 3-point game.
No, without a doubt, Jenna Brown came out firing, especially in that first quarter. Really shot the ball well. Had a couple more threes in the second. Indian River gotten the ball down low to Lamora and Davis. It hasn't always been successful because Jenna Brown's played so good defensively underneath.
Interior defense, yeah. You know, I think I'm going to guess, it's the first game I've seen Indian River this year, but I'm going to guess they spend the majority of the time pumping that ball inside, and it's a lot of easy buckets. Jenna Brown has defended that very well. I mean, they clearly knew what was coming, it's one thing to know what's coming, and a second to actually have the defensive strategy and the personnel to do something about it. And they have, at least in the first half. And that's why they're ahead.
So at the end of the first half, 22-19 is the score on girls high school basketball, presented by the Bob Johnson Auto Group and a couple other sponsors, Drex Subs and the Church Street Diner. I was going to ask you what you were planning for Christmas dinner, Ron, because I was thinking I might go to Drex and get a whole hot chicken sub. I mean, nothing really beats that, you know.
I'm the chicken stir fry. I love the chicken stir fry.
Drex Subs, all sorts of really good options there.
Local favorite for as long as I can remember.
Again, really, I'm with you. You've been a part of my life for as long as I've been around, so huge thank you to Drex, the Bob Johnson Auto Group. Pretty much no matter what you're looking for, too, the Bob Johnson Auto Group has your ride. All sorts of new and pre-owned vehicles. And the Church Street Diner in Carthage, all sorts of daily specials. Always something new over there. Check that out on their Facebook page. For our crew today, Zach Zabriskie, Ron Rockwood, my name's Connor Lalone. We're going to take a break for halftime and be right back from the JCC Gymnasium. 22-19, General Brown leading over Indian River at the half. Welcome back inside the gymnasium here at JCC for high school basketball. Brought to you by the NBC Watertown Stream Team. Presented by the Bob Johnson Auto Group, Drex Subs, and the Church Street Diner in Carthage. And a really good matchup between these two teams, Indian River and General Brown. Like we said at the start of the game this afternoon, really probably the two premier basketball teams.
Yeah, based on, pedigree, past years, the past couple of years' results, the talent on the floor. These are two solid teams, and the scoreboard shows that they're pretty evenly matched. Two different styles. General Brown a lead mostly on the back of three-point shooting, and then their solid defense to this point has contained that inside play of Indian River. We'll see. We were talking about that at halftime, if that can continue. Right out with a triple. Wiley bangs one home to start the half, picking up right where they left off.
Well, that's a good answer to the question. Brooke Wiley from beyond the arc. You just wonder, when the team shoots the ball so well, how long they can keep it up. Dellis trying to answer right back. Lamora with the offensive rebound, gets it to fall.
Yep.
25-21. Tryon dished out. Little driving in, gets it to Ferris underneath.
Foul on the floor.
That's the signal from Bobby Lefevre. Going to be the first against Bella Davis, which again just really kind of goes to prove that General Brown hasn't really taken the ball inside all too much. Davis with just the one foul. Dellis, Davis can't get it to fall, and eventually Madeline Ferris comes up with the basketball, gets to Molly Peckham. Poke loose. Crowd wanted to travel.
Nice pass.
Peckham stayed composed, got it a little underneath. 6.5 minutes to go in quarter number 3, 21-27. Indian River been playing from behind pretty much all afternoon. Lamora over Ferris, no call. Couldn't get the basket to fall in though. Rebounded by Molly Peckham. Wiley. Now dished off. Madeline Ferris picked up her dribble, gets back to Wiley up top, guarded by Marcel. Wiley picked up her dribble, poked from behind by Bella Davis. Here comes Kira Lalone the other way. Lalone lost the handle out of bounds off of her thigh or knee. Indian River with a press. They're going to force a turnover. Wiley just threw that one away, really. Marcel, Lalone, Lamora. Back to Marcel up top. Guarded by Wiley, driving into the paint, now dishing out through some contact. Got it out to Dellis. Davis turning around, can't get it to fall, and then
nice
a good rebound. Madeline Ferris strong to go up and get it. Lamora was trailing from behind, like you said.
That's a nice look.
Ferris underneath. Got wrong side of Allie Lamora. Got the basket to fall. 29-21 now. Lalone going to take the three. Buried it.
She held that follow through all the way. She knew it was good when it left her hand.
General Brown the other way in transition, trying to go quick to catch Indian River out. Wiley trying to answer back. Can't get that one to fall. Rebounded by Lamora. She gets it to Dellis. Slows things down. Gets the basketball over to Raven Marcel. Lamora in the post. Tripled there. Trying to dish out. Gets it to Davis somehow. And then she's fouled.
Well, that last possession, that triple was, it was only an 8-point game, but you just felt like General Brown was kind of seizing momentum. That triple from Indian River, well timed.
Good response from the Warriors. They've cut it down to 5 again, 24-29. Timeout on the floor. It'll be 2 shots for Indian River. And Bella Davis, when we come out of the timeout. Lamora was triple teamed on the free throw line there and just kind of threw it somewhere with enough force that it wasn't able to be corralled. And General Brown found its way to Bella Davis.
I feel like the frustration for Indian River is starting to build up, and that their fans too. They're getting a little more heated when they think there should be a call. That, again, just kudos to this point to that General Brown defense, not letting Indian River do what they want to do. They're going to have to work for it. They've been fighting from behind really since just after the opening tip. Indian River jumped up 2-0, and General Brown has led once they took the lead. They've been ahead ever since.
Well, you mentioned it earlier. We've talked about it several times, but both of these teams historically have been very good. Indian River, especially in the last 10 or 12 years, probably, I'd say, has been a really good program on the girls' side. They went 22-3 last year. They went 6-0 so far this season. So they haven't had a lot of experience with losing basketball games. One of those losses last year was General Brown, too.
I'm going to guess they don't get a ton of time playing from behind either. So
2 from the line, good for Davis. Down to a 3-point game. Indian River again bringing out the press. Ferris got it away. Leah Ferris in the post. Jump ball.
Could go to Indian River. Good hands.
So Indian River putting on the press now. Saw it a little bit at the very beginning of the game and then kind of petered out, but it's come right back here. Seems to be making General Brown work a little bit harder.
Oh,
just too strong. Lamora saved it right to Davis.
Wow, that's a fantastic athletic play.
1-point game. Again, the press from Indian River. And Lamora got a hand to it. He's open. Foul. And the crowd is going nuts all of a sudden here.
Wow. There's that run that, it was 29-21. She hit that triple, just completely changed the momentum of the game. And they've on a 7-0 run right now.
Feels very similar to earlier when it was 9-2. And they went on a 6-point run to make it a 1-point game. Davis in the corner. Marcel. Dellis all the way out to Lalone. Skip to Dellis on the far side. And I think they're going to get Marcel.
Moving screen?
Offensive foul, off the ball. This is the second against Marcel. Off the ball, offensive foul on that far side. Here's the screen.
Better get it over half court here.
They do, just barely. Molly Peckham, and she's doubled. Ball come loose, out of bounds.
That's that trap, the 2-person trap, is a little more effective there with Lamora. Her extra length and size, it is hard to get the ball out when you're trapped there.
Leah Ferris picked up her dribble. Brooke Wiley up top. Wiley to Little. Poked free briefly and then fight for it. Dellis has the ball.
Indian River has really turned up their defense here in the last couple minutes.
Well, I don't know what they whistled there.
Yet.
But Dellis had the ball, and she was laying on top of it. It definitely wasn't a jump ball. So Gallo and Lefevre over there discussing it. I don't know what they ended up calling.
I was trying to read their lips. Too far away.
No signal that it was a foul. Indian River didn't seem to be awarded with a timeout. And it couldn't have been a jump ball. Stolen by
from the
General
left.
Brown. Spinning. Couldn't get it to fall. Casey Little, really good look. Looked like she almost second-guessed herself there in transition. Davis to Lamora. Lamora turning, too strong. Dellis not going to be able to save it, and they're going to get the ball.
Intensity has picked up here after the 7-0 run.
Marcel's going to step into a 3. Rattled around. Davis fighting with fighting with Molly Peckham. I don't know.
Called the jump
Actually
ball.
ended up being a jump, so. Warriors again with a press. General Brown able to break it. Leah Ferris underneath. Good feed.
Oh, and the foul.
I thought for certain Ferris was going to take that one up herself. Instead, had the presence of mind to find Peckham cutting to the basket. Indian River forced a foul to prevent an easy 2. Looks like the first against Kira Lalone. First free throw from Peckham, no good. And the second from Peckham is.
It was true. Timeout. 30-second timeout for Indian River.
Coach Whitley wants to talk something over. Really tight back and forth basketball game, 30-28 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go in quarter number 3 high school basketball. Brought to you by the NBC Watertown stream team on our YouTube channel. Presented by the Bob Johnson Auto Group, Drex Subs, and the Church Street Diner. Here at JCC.
Look at the box score here. If you were to look at the box score for each of the quarters, they've all been about the same, but been a little bit different intensity here in this third quarter. It's ramped up. These everybody's into it now on the floor and in the stands. I think we're in for a good final 10 minutes of the game here. A couple minutes here and then 8 in the fourth.
One of the things about being here at JCC is that we are right in the bleachers. Right in the top and the back middle of the bleachers, surrounded by everybody.
Nice hustle.
Really good steal from General Brown. Coming all the way back to take it away was Molly Peckham, and here's Brooke Wiley the other way. Ferris. Now back up top. Peckham to Wiley. Picked up by Marcel. Wiley dished it over to Peckham. Ferris in the post. Turning against Lamora. Dishes it out. Little's going to take the 3 over Dellis.
Bang! Again. I think that's 6. Either 6 or 7 threes they've hit in this game.
It's been a big difference. Indian River has hit a couple, but hasn't had a lot of open looks either from beyond the arc. Marcel. Here Lalone has one of those threes. Dishes back to Marcel. Davis at the free throw line, turning. Lamora. Dellis going to take one. She has one as well. That one in and out. Davis
Nice
with the offensive
foul.
rebound and gets it to fall. General Brown loves to go in transition, right? So how many times have you seen that where Indian River comes up with an offensive rebound because they jump to try to.
Yep. Wiley. Bang! Nothing but cotton, NBC.
Wiley unconscious from 3 in this game. Gets another one to fall, and it's a 6-point lead for General Brown. Dellis, Davis, Marcel thought about it. Gets it to Kira Lalone. Lalone now open. Going to take it. That one looked really good from here until it rattled off the rim and out. And rebounded by Brooke Wiley. All of a sudden, it's kind of taken over for General Brown. Little.
Nice look.
Turning, spinning,
Nice
getting it to fall off the glass. Kaylin Tryon, 38-30.
Matching their biggest lead of the game. They withstood that run, and they've gotten back to what's been working. Out and outside shooting and some good passing inside.
Indian River got it down to 1 again. Marcel's going to take a long 3. No good. Fight for it underneath. Taken away by Madeline Ferris.
Indian River's starting to get away a little bit from what they do.
Trying to push things a little bit.
A chance to make a double-digit lead here, headed to the fourth.
Good screen from
On the
Ferris.
block.
Foul whistled. That'll go against Dallas. Be her 3rd, and it'll send Casey Little to the line with 7 seconds and .3. Quarter number 3. 8-point game. Little with a chance now to make it double-digit lead for General Brown. She can't. Rattles around. Davis with the rebound. Did well to protect the ball, too. Running out of time. Gets it to Dallas. Does she get it off? She did.
Oh. Wow, what a run by General Brown to close the quarter. They'd cut it down to 29-28. They went on a 10-2 run those last couple of minutes. See if Indian River can muster up enough to make another run at them. They had everybody in the place going berserk when they cut it to 1 and just couldn't get over the hump. Curious to hear what the Indian River coach is saying in the huddle over there. They're down 9. You got 8 minutes left. I don't think it almost feels like they've resorted to chucking up some threes. Not that they can't shoot it, but that's not their strength. They really did not get the ball inside much those last 5 minutes, and that could be as much a factor of Jenner Brown taking it away. But I feel like you got to go to your strength and see if you can make that work before you start chucking threes.
No, I agree with you. It seems like Indian River, especially in that third quarter, Lamora hardly involved on the offensive side of things.
Still working hard. I'm not saying she's not. She's working her butt off. She's a couple great offensive rebounds, solid inside on the boards. But I feel like in the beginning the offense was running through her, and that has not been the case in the last 4 or 5 minutes of game time. Let's see if we see a little different offensive strategy here from the Warriors as we head to the fourth.
Marcel and the Warriors looking to avoid their first loss of the season.
Oh,
Lamora.
The pass had some steam on it.
Yeah, up high. She was also fouled, so that didn't help. Add on. Davis. Still pretty shaken up. I think they're...
I'm not sure she's okay.
No, I think they're worried about her, the officials. General Brown's going to use this as a chance to make a sub as well. Leah Ferris will check in for Molly Peckham. I will say, I haven't watched Indian River quite a bit last year. Bella Davis is one of the toughest players in the league. She's going to stay out there. Marcel driving in and poked and then taken away. Adeline Ferris.
Yeah, he didn't call the walk.
Got it to Little, and sure looked like a couple more steps than you're allowed.
I think he's saying she never had control of the ball, so it's not traveling.
And then Madeline Ferris had her shot blocked by Lamora. General Brown will have the basketball with 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Wiley to Leah Ferris in the post, guarded by Davis. Ferris up and
Gets
over.
It up and over. She's had some good success. She's got to have 6 or 8 points inside today.
Malone, Marcel dishing out. Dellis gets it to Marcel again in the post, and then Lalone has a good look at 3. Gets it to fall.
Bang, that's huge. They had just opened up their biggest lead at 11. Another one of those well-timed threes. Let's see if it sparks a run.
Ferris gets it to Wiley.
They've certainly extended that defense, Indian River. I think they've seen enough of the three-point shooting.
Especially from Wiley. Dishes down to Ferris in the post. 3 from the corner, no good. And rebounded by Allie Lamora. She gets it to Raven Marcel. 6.5 minutes to go. 41-33. Lamora
nice
driving in. Gets it to fall.
That's using your power players. She gets the block and the defensive rebound on one end. Feed her the ball on the other end. Reward her for her effort.
And then play some really tough defense. Force General Brown into taking a timeout.
Quick 5-point spurt there.
We've seen that a couple of times from Indian River where they put together a little bit of a run. It just so far hasn't been quite enough.
They pulled it within 1 twice.
41-35 is the score in a very exciting game. I don't know about you, but I really do enjoy being here at JCC.
Great just spot to call a game from. Yeah, you're right in the crowd. It's like you're a part of the crowd. Can't always hear everything with the the headset on, but you can almost feel it when they get charged up. You're right in the middle of the crowd. I love it.
It really is electric. Something about it just makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up, and part of the reason why I think the kids love to play here too so much, to get the chance to, and it's awesome that JCC gives them that opportunity. Ferris out to her
triple.
sister, and I couldn't tell if that was a long two or a three, but they gave her
triple.
3. 44-35.
Wow. Fantastic shot.
Marcel trying to answer back from way beyond the arc, and she does.
Trading punches. I love it.
38-44. Indian River, foul whistled against Davis. She thought she got ball. I think she did get some of the ball.
Also got the body.
Got some of Molly Peckham as well, too. The crowd is
They're fired up.
giving it to Larry Gallo, who is well known, I should say, around the area.
And he's heard that before.
And he is also not afraid to give it right back when he needs to.
Boy,
Madeline Ferris
stepped up the intensity on their defense.
Forced to pick up a dribble, exactly right. Driving in, shot blocked, no foul. That's 2 or 3 times I think Dallas has been whistling for a foul. And
thought she had all ball.
Certainly got a lot of the ball anyway. That's her 4th foul. I think she's the only one with more than 2.
Does he take her out, or is he going to leave her in? Oh, that, I think, touched every inch of the rim and still didn't go down.
Doesn't look like
She's not moving.
Whitley's got anything planned. Dell's one of the players who has the ability to hit a 3 for this Indian River team, so playing from behind, I think that changes things as well. Marcel, Lalonde, skip past Dellis, Davis, Lamora too tall for her, if that's even possible. Here comes Wiley. Good defense by Marcel. Dellis got a hand on that one. Ferris into the corner
Not
for her
again.
sister, Madeline. Doesn't get it to fall. Marcel. Lamora. Lalonde from 3.
Bang! Boy, she has had the stroke today. When they leave her open.
They've all been on that side of the court, too.
Yep.
Lamora did just enough there to prevent Peckham from getting it to fall.
One of the fans next to us, she's on fire.
You can't disagree. She really has been
Right.
from that spot,
Yes,
right where she
right
had the
where
ball
she
right
is.
there.
Yep.
That one poked as it tried to find its way to Dellis, and here comes Madeline Ferris. Jump stop.
Whoa, that's a nice
Wiley. Great finish.
Body control there, going out of bounds. That's a heck of a shot.
5-point game again, halfway through the final quarter. Marcel, Dellis, Davis driving in. Gets it to
triple.
Marcel. Couldn't quite get it to fall in. Rebounded by Madeline Ferris, and then nearly taken away by Kira Lalonde. Will go out of play. And now Dellis will check out.
Timeout. I'd say these girls could use a breather. Just keep seeing Indian River make these pushes. Jenna Brown has had an answer. You wonder if they're going to finally get over the hump, or Jenna Brown going to hold them off. Just a really good basketball game. The scoring has stepped up here in the 4th period.
The real difference has been Indian River started to make some threes of their own, and that's allowed them to
also gets the crowd into the game, as well as cutting that score a little quicker, cutting that deficit.
It definitely makes a difference. It seems like it shouldn't necessarily, but it does. When everybody else is energized and excited, it really does, as a player, make a difference for you. Coming out of the timeout, a 5-point game, 46-41. Jenna Brown leading
over Indian River. The Warriors will put the press on. Peckham.
Uh-oh.
Thrown too high. It's going to go out of play.
Yeah, just had a bad feeling about that.
Well, that's what Indian River wants to accomplish. And now Dellis will check in. We're going to do this probably the rest of the game now, it looks like, where Breland Malone will check in on the defensive side of the ball. Dellis will come in on offense. Marcel. Davis in the post, turning around Leah Ferris, now dishing back out. Marcel, Lalone rather, got it to Lamora. Now Lalone from this near side, too strong. Marcel was involved in there. Gallo calls jump ball. Bella Davis fighting for it underneath with Molly Peckham. And as predicted, Lalone checks in for Dellis. That one somehow stayed in bounds. Molly Peckham did a good job. Madeline Ferris.
He's open.
Nope, that is Little.
Oh.
I thought it was Wiley. If it was Wiley, probably would have gone in.
Probably would have gone. She's had a great game.
Off the top of the backboard and out of bounds. Dellis back in. Change for General Brown as well. Leah Ferris will check out, and Kaylin Tryon comes in. Marcel and the Warriors down by 5 with 3 minutes to go.
That press has had a little more of effect here in the fourth quarter, but they've just not been able to put the bucket. This is a chance to widen that lead.
Good defense coming back from Kira Lalone. Marcel came loose. A lot of contact. And General Brown has it. They're going to slow things down. That is intelligent, the right move.
Oh, and then they go to the basket. Bang. They're going to give you 2. Take it. 7 points, 2.5 to go. Indian River now has better find one last run and make it quick.
Malone closed down quickly by Wiley. Dellis to Davis to Lamora. Allie Lamora, I think that's her first shot in the last 10 or 15 minutes. Hasn't been involved offensively as Indian River's been chasing the game and trying to get back in it via the three-pointer. Tryon dishing back out. Little. Peckham into the post for Ferris, turning, getting it to fall. Wow. 2 big buckets in the last couple of possessions.
9 under 2 minutes to go. This is no more empty possessions if Indian River wants to make one more push. They can't come up empty again.
Malone. Dellis. In and out.
Yeah. Nice
Davis
inside.
Came up with a steal. Lamora going to get called for the foul underneath.
She did kind of run her over. I know the Indian River crowd doesn't like it, but I mean, it was effort. It was nothing. It was nothing intentional.
No malicious intent. No, agreed. Agreed. Now down 9 with just a minute and a half. Indian River really have to force things here. They do. Lamora with a steal. Lalone to Lamora. Up and over. Marcel with the offensive rebound. Breland Lalone ends up with the ball. Taken away by General Brown. Wiley.
That might do it.
Really nicely done to get the steal and then use the left hand to lay it in. Making it an 11-point game. Is that the largest lead for General Brown in the game? I missed the yeah. Again, not something that is necessarily unexpected.
I'm not sure I've seen that before.
I have, but the only time I've seen it has been Larry Gallo. He's the only official I've seen do that. So
address a person halfway up the bleachers. Huh. All right.
Davis with the 3.
Bang.
Maybe a couple possessions too late for Indian River, but they've still got a shot here. 44-52.
He's still coming. He might come back for a little more.
Well, if you know Larry Gallo,
I know him a little better than I did a few minutes ago.
Not the greatest at letting things go either. And again, I can't tell you what the
I know what the fans said.
fan in the stand you could.
The fans, I just happened to catch it. They made the call on the foul up here, and the fan yelled, well, we've got at least one official that can make the right call. And somehow he heard it from the other corner of the gym.
So maybe not the greatest of behavior from both sides in that situation. Looks like another timeout. Lost in all of that was Bella Davis burying a three.
Kept them in it. 8-point game. Got to think if Jenner Brown, it's got to be fouls now. I mean, I guess you start your press. They've had some success with it. The second they get it over half court, you foul. It's worth the 10 seconds to try to get a steal. And then you got to hope they miss. Jenner Brown makes even just a couple of free throws. I don't think there's enough time to get 4 possessions. But we'll see.
No, I agree completely, and it's...
If I'm over in that Jenner Brown huddle right now, all I'm talking about is breaking the press and making free throws. You're not going to run another set. You're either going to get the ball over half court and be fouled, or you're going to be fouled immediately. Set up something to break the press, make your free throws, and this game's over.
Protect the basketball. Don't throw it away and give Indian River any sort of chance. And a timeout called, so all of that kind of goes out the window.
Right.
We did that the other night in South Jeff, too. Started talking about the whole full court press situation, and the timeout moves the basketball up here.
Got to foul
in
right
high
away.
school. They kind of have to. I agree with you. Instead,
he's going to take a quick three.
Not sure about that decision.
That is not, I don't think, what they drew up. Yeah, the last thing they wanted to do was give the ball back without scoring any points.
Dallas on the near side. She is open. No good. Comes back Kira Lalone. Gets it to fall in.
She's played a nice game.
Especially in the second half. Started to heat up from beyond the arc. 3 or 4 threes now.
Well, really cut it to 6.
And another timeout. So, again, talking about what teams talk about in their huddles, I can't imagine that was what General Brown had drawn up over there.
Take the first open shot you get, and I don't think so.
It's a 6-point game with 30 seconds to go. Been back and forth.
Indian River assistant coach Levantia, I'm not sure what he's trying to figure out over here.
There's definitely a conversation over there at the scores table for sure. Wondering if maybe that's a timeouts left issue, but both of those are on the scoreboard.
Levantia and Gallo still having a pretty decent nose-to-nose conversation over there. Must feel it's worthy of holding up the game, whatever it is. Jenner Brown taking every second they can. If you're going to give us more time in the huddle, we'll use everything we can get.
Both teams probably could benefit from a little bit of extra coaching there.
Interesting strategy by Indian River. They call that quick timeout after they score. Positive, reset, get your next play. The problem is that takes away the opportunity for the press when you call that timeout.
So I think we are ready to play basketball again. Inbounding General Brown on this near side. They get it in Leah Ferris. Davis tried to foul. She did. Pretty clear that that's what she was trying to do.
Problem is they're not in the bonus yet. Same thing we saw the other night at South Jeff. They had to follow through 3 times just to get into the bonus. This next one will put them in the bonus. But again, then that process, you've lost several seconds. Critical when you're down 6 with under 30 to go. That should be... I thought that was the 5th foul. Yeah, it is. Yeah. They haven't changed it on the scoreboard. There it is. Big free throws here. Even one makes it a 3-possession game.
Really, probably.
Yeah.
Realistically ends it. First one, no good. From Leah Ferris. Should be mentioned, she hit a big 3, crucial 3.
Huge. I think it was the only time I saw her with the ball outside the arc the entire game, and she buried it.
So the second from Ferris is good. 53-46 now the score with 27 seconds exactly on the clock. Another timeout. I'll tell you what, the crowd has simmered down a little bit.
Not sure if it was Gallo's outburst. They thought he was going to come up the steps, or if they're it's starting to sink in that this might be a little too far out of reach. This next possession is going to tell the story. If they can knock down a 3 or even a quick 2, still a shot. If they don't score here.
So it'll be Warrior basketball right over in front of their own bench as they trail 53-46. 27 seconds to go. Marcel gets it into Lamora. Lamora for Marcel. Gets it right back. Allie Lamora's going to take the 3. Off the backboard and high. And rebounded by General Brown. Kaylin Tryon with a rebound.
That's probably going to do it.
I agree with you. I think
that really looked like the set play. I mean, there was no looking elsewhere. They were setting her up for the 3. We've got some other shooters have shot the ball well. I feel like I'd have drawn something up to get them a look, but
no, I agree with you. It didn't look. It was either that play was designed to either get a look for Marcel or Lamora.
Right, one of the two was going to shoot from that corner.
First free throw from Tryon is good.
Clutch.
I think I would have drawn something up for Kira Lalone the way she shot.
Her stroke has been fantastic today.
Second free throw from Tryon, good as well. 2 big free throws to really ice the game. 55-46. Marcel out to Davis. Davis driving in, using the right hand, gets it to fall.
No quit in the Warriors. Still calling timeout, draw something up. Again, that takes your press out of play. 7-point game with 8 seconds. I'd say it's academic at this point.
Well, if you look back at really just the course of the entire game, Indian River's been chasing it right from the first quarter.
Yeah.
And it was all because General Brown came out and hit 3 threes
In that
early.
first quarter, yep.
Gave them enough of a cushion where Indian River hasn't quite felt comfortable, you could tell.
Yeah, you're chasing the whole game. Even though it's a 1-point game, that feeling that you're behind, you're trying to catch up for basically the entire 4 quarters. They made a couple huge runs. One time got down 8, cut it to 1. 8, cut to 1 again. Then they got down 11 and cut it, I think, to 3. Two quality basketball programs.
No, without a doubt. We've said it several times now, but probably the 2 best teams, at least up here in our neck of the woods.
Mm-hmm. And both of them scheduling some games against teams around Section 3, Syracuse, Utica area. I believe, in my book, it's in anticipation of sectional play down the road. They both expect to be there, and with the quality of ball we've seen today, I would say they're right. They certainly have the makeup of teams that can make a run in the postseason.
Well, they've both played Utica Notre Dame this year. Indian River beat them by a score of 57-53, and then General Brown lost to them the very next day, 52-35. That's the only loss for General Brown this season.
I think Gallo's informing Whitley. I believe they're out of timeouts. I think that's what that was.
And Marcel's going to come up with a steal. Stops, takes the three, gets it to fall. 4-point game with 3 seconds left. And General Brown's going to call a timeout.
Smart move.
Definitely not the worst thing they could have done in that situation. Well, Indian River not content to just let this one.
No, and they fought right to the end. Kudos to them.
Marcel able to get a steal there, bury a three. It's a good move to stop and let the defender run by.
You know, anybody that hasn't watched or listened, you're going to look at the box score at the end. Right now, if it stays this way, a 4-point game, but it was 9 or 10 here with a minute to go. General Brown pulled away, but Indian River has fought, to their credit, right to the whistle.
3 times now they've done that, 4 times really. Fought back from 8 or 10 down to make it close. General Brown still has to inbound here with 3 seconds left. They do, and Lalone will foul. So Mally Peckham will head to the line with 2.4. General Brown will send everybody back, except for Brooke Wiley, who will hang out by Marcel. First free throw.
Solid.
Good from Peckham, rather. Now the second from Peckham. Good as well. 57-51. That'll do it. Marcel gets the ball and doesn't even get over half court. The final score, 57-51. General Brown just played tenacious defense all night. Did enough.
And shot really well from 3.
Did enough to prevent Indian River from ever feeling too comfortable. And like you said, just lights out from beyond the arc. Did a really good job of containing Lamora for long stretches, especially in that second half.
And she never really got free underneath. She had a couple of layups, but she worked for it. Usually had to go just over the top of a smaller player, but she worked hard today for everything she got. And that had to be the game plan defensively for General Brown. They pulled it off to perfection. Really, really good game. Well, two talented teams.
Yeah, 2 teams that the familiarity obviously plays a part as well.
Coaches know each other. The players know each other.
They split last year, so General Brown comes out on top tonight. Tonight again. I said it. That's the 3rd time. It's still only the afternoon. Not even 2 o'clock yet, as JCC begins the mass exodus. Everybody heading for the bleachers after what was a really good basketball game. We thought it might be, and it turned out to be that way. General Brown wins 57-51 over Indian River on high school basketball. Brought to you by the NBC Watertown Stream Team on our YouTube channel. Presented by the Bob Johnson Auto Group, Drex Subs, and the Church Street Diner. For our stream team, the 3 of us tonight, Zach Zabriskie. Said tonight one more time, Ron. I knew I was going to. Creature of habit, Ron Rockwood. My name's Connor Lalone. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
And your holidays. Have a great have a great Christmas.
We hope you have a great Thanksgiving, too.